mani padme hum. Om 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 mani padme hum.
Okay, often when people get into bed at night time, they find that their mind begins to race with thoughts that keep them awake. Can you offer any advice to help deal with this problem?
I think mind can be busy all the time, but maybe you notice more when you are peace, when you are alone in your bedroom. But mind also busy whole day at anyway, but you may not take much notice because you're doing some other things. You keep on busy. So I think when you recognize your mind is keeping you, wake you up to thinking thoughts which either you don't want to think anymore, or things which you continuation never stopping. At that case, I think to try to relax more, or don't take too seriously your thoughts. If you take it less seriously, then it does not make much influence on you. But if you took it too seriously, your thoughts, then thoughts become more stronger. Like in the beginning, the thoughts are more like rainbow or transparent. But if you keep on that, make it more stronger, then it becomes like solid, like rock at the end. So it's very much depends on your hand. If you see it's like thoughts are coming and going as like transparent, then it doesn't really matter how much thoughts is happening. But when you start taking too seriously, then you yourself making more stronger. So less seriously, it will be wiser to take less notice.
Why is forgiveness important?
I think forgiveness is very important because if you keep on revenge, then we have one enemy already, and revenge create more enemies. It never make a less enemy. If you fight one, and through that person, they may have brothers, sisters, mothers, friends, they all become your enemy. So by fighting one, you create maybe 10 enemies. If you try to fight 10 enemies, you may create 20 enemies. So it has no end. It's the same, it's like war. If you fight, it's like now Far East problems. One country has a problem, now 6 or 7 has the same problem, similarity. But if you forgiveness to your parents, like you think it's my enemy, and then once you start thinking the kindness and how they taking care of you, then you will see different image of your parents or your friends. But so therefore, you don't make it any more enemy, but you can forgive. By forgiving, you will always win, and you will never be loser. So you will not nobody will make a mistake by forgiving, but you will make a mistake by your angry or fighting or quarreling.
For parents, dealing with a difficult child or teenager can be a very stressful situation. Can you offer any guidance on how a parent can better improve their relationship with their child?
I think loving kindness like Far East parents and the European parents are different system. Far East parents, they have a very, very strong link to the children. Like the parents, children sleep together with the father or together with the mother, children cuddling to parents, parents carry the children wherever they go, even they have much job, they have 24-hour connection together. And here, soon as a child born, then you are looking how to separate you, parents and the children. You put it in a next room. You don't sleep. You don't have hold body to body. You don't have a kind of feeling. And then you don't give milk. You give milk from the bottle. So you already to how to separate your life, because I have to work on own money. But I think once you committed, you want to have a child, then I think it's very important. Of course, if you have a couple, one person have to work, but another one, I think it's very necessary to be with the children for at least a few years, because now in here you both parents work and you look at another nanny, and you pay more or less similar money what you own. It doesn't make any sense, and you don't have a connection with your own children. So I think it's a way, kind of constant looking for how to get a freedom from my child. And this is, I think, from big mistake from the parents' point of view. Then you don't have much connection. So in the Far East, you need the milk because you need a mother, and and here you need the milk, but you produce by bottles. You don't need a mother. A mother and the parents they're not kind of too close to you, because they say you are not allowed to sleep with me, even the child wants to sleep. In the Far East, they sleep for even they are 10 or 11, 12 years to sleep with the mother. And you have in here, if the children sleep with the girls sleep with the father, they will say, oh, father is you're using this, his daughter, and the mother is using this her son. Maybe 1,000, maybe possible one person, but not everybody doing the same thing. I think it's different. So we are looking very much in negative side, but we don't kind of appreciation the positive side of the link, which is very necessary each other. So therefore, I think if you want to have a good understanding, a good relationship, we have to change our way of life. I think we don't look for nanny anymore. One person work and one person to stay home. And the children's most bad habits is learn during after the school time, when the parents are not home, and they come maybe for 4 or 5 o'clock, and the school finish maybe 3:30, and 2 hours they only learn all the bad habits. They have no home to go back, so they are wandering around in street, children, and that's the big mistake. If parents, at least one parent, stay home all the time, then children come home and they cook, they looking after. There is a connection. I think the most important is how to develop our connection with our own children.
Okay, if you have committed past actions that have left you feeling regretful and upset, how does one learn to move on from this?
I think there is many things which you can do, like in Tibetan Buddhist point of view. If you committed like killing animals, then once you or you had abortions by mistake, and you realize I made a big mistake. Now I'm grow up. Then you, to order to overcome that, you save life. You sponsor children's education. So although that I made something mistake, but now I pay by my positive thinking. Or if you're stealing something, when you realize this stealing is a big mistake, then you give it for sponsoring or all the people, or give it food to taking care. So there is a way to pay and make your mind feeling of satisfied what I've done, all the mistakes which I made. Now I'm doing the positive things. So you're doing action with the positive, and at the same time that you promise you will never do that again. So I think promise not to do and to do something positive thing, which you are able to overcome that. So you don't have to kind of to carry on guilty all the time in your life.
Why is meditation such an important spiritual practice?
I think to meditation changes your life. It's make your mind more focused. Because if your whole life is out of focus, so you make so many mistakes. Mind training or meditation is make you more focused. Yeah. So you see in front of you the field where you're going to walk, on the ground where you walk. You analyze whether there is any thorn or whether there is any nails or whether there is any sharp things. So you don't keep on walking in sharp things. So it will help you to be in the present. Present help you less mistakes. So I think meditation, generally, meditation means to meditate. Meditation is not something you create something, but meditation means you're living as it is. So you stay yourself to more mindful in the present. So you're not drift with your thoughts, but you don't kind of force to say, I don't want to think anymore, I want to stop thinking. You don't do that, but just be in the present. So once you look at be in the present, then it will become more calmness, and by calmness, then it will help you to think more positive way. So I think it will help everybody, whoever is a very busy life or whoever has a very full-time action thinking and to unmindful all the time. Then it will calm yourself.
Okay. After the breakup of a relationship, one person often feels very hurt and has a lot of trouble moving on. How best can this person move forward in their life?
I think first of all, you have to think you're not the only one who break a relationship. There's maybe whole world, I will say, during one's life, they broken maybe a relationship one time or two times or three times in their life. So a relationship break is a maturity. If you start thinking that this broken relationship, it's great for me that I learn something and positive thing. And anybody can break a relationship. So if you can find somebody never broken any relationship. That would be quite a miracle. So, so I think you have to. Most people always think when it's a broken relationship, they think only me, yeah. But you're not the only one. It's the whole world is broken relationship. But how many times the broken relationship that may be? So each broken relationship, then you have to see this is education for me, and how it's you have to think. The person who left you and say goodbye to you, you should be grateful, thank you for teaching me good lesson.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme